organizations, hypal modifications, which all are there. You can see in picture also. I will show you palace organization, various type of the palace organizations that we can see. Here you can see single cellular, multicellular, sinusitic. You see here is the Ganoderma. Ganoderma, we are extracting the anti-cancer drug. With the Ganoderma, our India earning the a lot of money. Ganoderma wood rotting fungi, brown color. You might have seen in so many areas upon the trees, trunk. There it is. Okay. Then you can see unicellular filamentous, non-septate, aseptate, and septate. And the septas also types: primary septa, advanced septa again, simple porous septa, and dolichopore septa, which I explained you just now. Hypal modification. What are those? Prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Flectenchyma types. You see, where it is. These are the prosenchyma, loosely arranged. If tightly arranged, that is pseudoparenchyma. You see, sclerosias. Okay, how it is? Sclerosias, hard, dormant bodies upon the host, and rhizoma. You see how the sclerosias, hard, bundle, barrel shaped, tightly coiled mycelium. The rhizoma, you see root-like structure. The rhizoma, which you have studied. Okay, and then you see the aprosoria, which are upon the host tissue. You see tube-like, finger-like projection, tube-like projection upon the host tissue. Okay, and rhizoids, which are in the root-like structures in the rhizopus mucor. And you see hypertrophs, how the hype, which is dropping the elements. Nemat elements is platy elements, nematotrophic fungi, with some of the fungi which kill the nematodes. That's why we are using fungi as a nematotrophic fungi. As a entomopathogenic fungi also, some of the fungi which kill the insects, entomopathogenic fungi. Okay, and you see the hostoriums, hyphae which are penetrated inside the host, Could you able to see this? These are hostorias, and these are the snares, stomatas. And cell structure, cell wall composition, we already studied. Chitin, C22H54, N4O21. This is the formula of the chitin. This also sometimes asked. C22H55, N4O21. That is the formula of chitin. Okay. You know, nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes. You see, these all are present. All the cell membrane bodies are present except chloroplast. In the fungi, fungal cell wall is made up with chitin, and plasma membrane has like lipoprotein. You know, plasma membrane is made up with lipoprotein. Plasma membrane models theory, hypothesis all there now. Plasma membrane theory is hypothesis. Fluid mosaic model. Okay, and then next, shall we go for the nutrition? Already time up. You see, the fungi based upon the nutrition divided into 4. What are those? I already told you. First one is saprophytes, which grow on dead organic matter, plants or dead bodies, dead plants or dead animals, which decompose, totally to decompose, and it get mineralized and humidified the soil, so that soil will become fertile. Soil will fertile. That's why we are calling it as natural scavengers or decomposers. Okay, if otherwise there is no decomposers, natural scavengers, our man can't do that much scavenge work. Even municipal also can't do that much of the scavenge work, cleanliness work. The fungi and bacteria doing that work, doing cleanliness of our earth. But we are making debris, dust of the earth. We throw here and there, whatever it is, plastic, dust. But fungi is cleaning the environment, making us very pleasant atmosphere. Okay. Especially what are the saprophytes? Which among is the saprophyte? They ask the question. Which among is the saprophyte? Saprotroph, Muca, Rhizopas, Agaricus. Okay, these are saprophytes which decompose the dead organic matter. Okay, and then the parasites. You know, parasite means it living on other organism, living organism. It depends on other living organism for their food resources. That is parasite. They can't synthesize their own food material. It depends on others. Other living organism. If it is depending upon living organism, that is parasite. If it is depending upon non-living organism, that is saprophyte. That is the difference between saprophyte, saprotrophs, and parasite. Okay. If it is living on dead organic matter, that is saprophyte. If it is living on living organism, that is parasite. Okay. If it kill, if it heat, if it kill the host, that is predaceous. Okay. Predaceous fungi. Okay. I already told you nematicidal fungi and insecticidal fungi, especially Arthrobotis, Zoophagous, Dictularia, and some of the fungi which kill the host, either insects or nematodes. Okay. And you know the parasites again types are there. Saprophytes also again types are there. Do you know? Obligate saprophytes, facultative saprophytes. Obligate parasite, facultative parasite. Do you know? You don't know? Obligate parasite and facultative parasite. Obligate saprophytes and facultative saprophytes. It will totally living as a saprophyte, only living as a saprophyte, only living as a decomposing organism, only it live upon decomposing dead organic matter. That we call it as obligate parasite. That we call it as obligate parasite. That means it can live on, obligate saprophytes. Okay, you know the obligate saprophytes? Agaricus.
Penicillium.
No, penicillium sometimes it causes a disease. Okay, and then facultative saprophytes. Actually, it is a parasite, but it also can survive as a saprophyte if there is no host. If host is not present, that time saprophyte. That means actually it is a parasite, but it also can survive as a saprophyte. That we call it as facultative saprophytes. Example is Tophrina and Parasites also again two types: obligate parasite and facultative parasite. Obligate parasite and facultative parasites. Okay. Obligate parasite means if it only can survive as a parasite. If the host is not present, it will die. It can live only upon the host. If host is not present, it will die. You know the Puccinia graminestriticide, Puccinia, wheat rust. Wheat rust disease caused by Puccinia, you know. Puccinia you have studied. Puccinia life cycle. Puccinia life cycle, macrocyclic life cycle, dimorphic life cycle. You have studied. Very long life cycle. Macrocyclic life cycle. It depends on two hosts. What is the primary host of the Puccinia graminestriticide? You know, primary host, secondary host. Which one is the primary host? Which one is the primary host for the Puccinia? Puccinia graminestriticide you have studied. Wheat rust. Essay question also it is in your theory exams. Wheat is the primary host. You know, basidiospore, you know, iridospores, teletospores, iridospores and teletospores. Iridospores and teletospores upon wheat, and esiospores and pycnidiospores on barberry plant. Barberry is a weed plant that is acting as a secondary host or alternate host. Iridospores, due to iridospores, it is red in color. That's why we call it a rust disease. And it gets turned into black color whenever the iridospores will be modified into teletospores. Division. Rust disease, primary host is wheat, secondary host is barberry plant. Competitive exam, very, very important. Okay. And the facultative parasite, that means actually these are saprophytes. But if the suitable host is present, it will be act as a parasite. That are Fusarium, Pythium, Phytophthora. These are facultative parasites. Facultative parasites. That means actually these are saprophytes. But if the specific host is present, then it will be act as a parasite. Okay. That, you know, the mucor. Actually, it is a saprophyte. But it attacked diabetic patients after curing from corona. Killed so many corona patients. Okay. And then the next type of nutrition, next mode of nutrition is symbiont. That means, symbiont means mutual benefit in between the two organisms. If in between the two organisms, symbiont, mutual understanding is there is no harm to both. Both will get benefit by combining both organisms that are symbionts. You know, the fungi is symbiont with the algae, that we know lichens. Algae and fungi. Lichens are the symbiotic association of algae and fungi. Algae, fungi both associated. It can grow even in dry rock areas, mountain areas, hill areas. If otherwise, algae can't grow in the dry areas. It will grow in the water only, aquatic habitat. But in association with the fungi, it will grow on the rocks. You know, lichens, we call it as natural farmers. Lichens are the natural farmers. The competitive exam asks, which among is the natural farmers? Natural farmer means as like a farmer, it loosen the soil, it prepare for the showing of the seeds for the cropping. Like that, lichens also melt the stones into soil. Otherwise, hill area, mountain area may not having any plant. Because of lichen, due to lichen, first occupied the space and it melt the rocks and get converted into powdery moss that leads to the grow of moss plants and then pteridophytes and then grasses, like that. You know, the succession, ecological succession, hydroseed, zero seed. In the zero seed, the pioneer organisms are lichens. Even desert area, rock area will be converted into fertile area. Okay. Lithosphere will become into mesosphere. And you know, another association is fungi associated with the roots of higher plant. Fungi associated with the higher plant, that we call it as mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza.
Right.
Myco means fungi, rhiza means root. Fungi which are associated with the roots, that is mycorrhiza, which absorb the atmospheric nitrogen and get converted into ammonia and nitrates. So that plants will absorb more ammonia. It prepare more proteins. Okay, that is the symbiotic association. These are the two types of the symbiotic association of the fungi. One is with algae, one is with higher plant. Fungi associated with algae is called as lichens. Fungi associated with the roots of higher plant is called as
Mycorrhiza.
mycorrhiza. Okay, these are the types.
Mycorrhiza.
Yes, mycorrhiza. Okay, and then another one is predaceous fungi. I already told you, it grown on other organisms. That means it grown on animals, which kill the animals. The predaceous fungi are, I already told you, arthropods, and you know, nematocidal fungi, Nematoptera. You see, predaceous fungi also is there, which grown on other animals as a predator.
Sir.
What happened? What happened? Hello? Hello?
Sir, can you
Hello?
stop?
Voice is not clear.
Clear, sir.
Oh, I think it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now it is okay.
Yes.
You see the saprophytic mode of nutrition with the figures, illustration. It grown on dead organic matter, either plant or animal. You see the mucor upon the fruits, rhizopus on the bread, and you see blastocladia upon the fallen leaf, not on living leaf. Okay, and parasitic fungi, parasitic mode of nutrition. You know, the cordyceps, the very, very highly valuable, very costly than the gold. It is a parasitic upon the insects. That cordyceps fungi is valued than the gold. That is parasitic fungi that grow on insects or worms. You see some of the parasitic fungi. You know, Puccinia graminestridae, which cause a rust of wheat, and you know, Podospharia is causing the damage to the cucumber, white spots, powdery mildew disease upon the cucumbers. Bira, sora, dosa, kakara, వాటి మీద white spots కనిపిస్తాయి కదా. And you see chestnut blight, totally wood is damaging. And you see symbiotic mode of nutrition. I told you two types, lichen and mycorrhiza. You see mycorrhiza, fungi which are associating with the roots. Mycorrhizae, you see how the mycorrhiza is growing. Second one is the lichen. Second symbiotic association is the lichen. You see how the mycorrhiza is widespreading. And you see the necrotropic are what it is, predaceous fungi which grown on worms, insects or protozoans, is totally occupying the insects body, which kill the animals, insects. Okay. You see how it is. Okay. And then you can see some of the predaceous fungi you see, which are enter inside. And you see helminths, nematode helminths. It occupying upon the nematode helminths, it cause the disease to nematode helminths, it kill the helminths. You see the fungi which are occupying the insects fully covered with the fungi, which kill the fungi. These are the predaceous type of the fungi. Cell wall composition we already studied. Nutrition types we have studied. Obligate parasite and facultative parasite. Okay, these all we already studied. Nutrition we have completed it. Okay, and facultative saprobes, pythium, fusarium, and what it is, facultative parasite example also we have studied. Toprina deformis. Obligate parasites, Asst.Professor, Puccinia. Okay, only as a parasite. Okay, saprobes, mucor, rhizopas, yeah, Penicillium aspergillus, but sometimes Penicillium, it not as a parasite, it decompose the meat, bread, it spoil the meat and bread. Okay, these are the examples, these are the types of the nutrition we have studied. Okay, the classification we already studied earlier. Whittaker classification, 5 kingdom classification. As for Whittaker classification, fungi is a separate group of organisms, not included in the plants. Plant and fungi are separate. Next, we will discuss the classification, reproduction. Okay, and then classification. Oh, lot of time gone. Okay, then we will conclude.
Okay, is there any doubts, my dear friends?
If
Regarding
any
of today's class,
doubt, you can ask.
Prakash also joined from Kesamudram, KDC, Warangal. Nafis Sultana
Okay.
from Jagitya Women's Degree College. Naina from Pinkley College. And another two persons, just now they are leave from our class. So, my dear friends, is there any doubt? Please interact with our respected resource person. No doubt. Okay. Prakash, any doubt? Prakash from KDC, Hanmakonda. Okay. So, thank you very much, Dr.D.Nagaraju sir. Really wonderful session. Because of your very experienced and very eminent personality related to this mycology. So that's why we are very lucky along with our CPGET aspirants. definitely our aspirants will show their ability in Naina. Any doubt?
Sir,
Naina.
I have doubts, sir.
Your voice is not audible clearly. Okay.
What
So
doubt?
later I will interact with Naina, sir. Thank you very much.
Right, sir, I am done.
Okay. So tomorrow, same time we will meet. Thank you very much, sir. Very excellent and very longer session you have taken, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay then, right. Bye.